Hi. Did you guys see that intro video? Did it work? Hi. I'm early. I know I had it scheduled for 5 and because I was trying to make this intro video and I did it a lot faster than I was expecting. So hi everyone. Long time no frickin' see, eh? I have not been around for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Hi. Good to see you. Thank you for being amazing. I love my mods so much. Thank you so much, Donna. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Flower Child. Hi, honey. And hi to me. Susie. Hello, Susie girl. Good to see you. Thank you for being here as usual. Hi, Cat H. Hi, April D. How are you, ladies? Yes, it's been a long time. I know I've been missing in action for a long time. I've had life happening, so. Hi, Krista. Good to see you. Hi, Miriam. Good to see you. Okay, so you guys saw that intro? You saw the intro video? A little bit of our trip that we just had. Oh, you didn't see it? Okay. I will share it now. Come on in, everyone. Okay, so how do I do this now? Okay, let me try playing it now. Let's see if it
Woke up with the window open, sun on my floorboards, mind wide open. I left the doubt by the door, or didn't need it anymore. Pulled on my shoes, hit the pavement.
Say hi, Tara.
magnificent.
From the corner store, said, come on down, there's room for more. We danced in the kitchen light, laughing loud.
Yes, that is a raven. That is a white raven. A very, very, very rare. Like, I don't know. There's like maybe 2 in the world. So yeah, I got to see her. Her name was Opal. Hi, Vexing. Hi, babe. Isn't she beautiful? So she's a raven, but she's lost all her pigmentation. And so she's like an albino, but she actually sees. And yeah, her name's Opal. Isn't she beautiful? And she can actually like communicate. It's wild. I was with the owner of the wildlife sanctuary and he was talking to her, doing the native talking. Yeah. So I'll show you more footage over time as we go. I've got a lot of footage from my trip. It was a beautiful trip, but it was also deep, emotional. So, but I'll share all the good stuff with you guys. So I'm glad to be back. I've missed all of you. I've been dealing with a lot of high stress stuff right now, and flat out, to be honest, I just I've had zero desire to come on because I don't want to talk about what I'm dealing with right now. Flat out. And you guys know me, I'll end up talking about something I shouldn't be talking about. And yeah, so I'm just dealing with stuff, life. It's going to be happening for the next while. So you'll see it over time as we go. Am I buffering? Am I okay? Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. Well, you all guys all know what happens when your relatives and your older relatives things are starting to happen, you know? So it's very, very, very tough. So yeah. So good to see you all. So we're going to actually just dive right into stuff today. It was we just passed June 15th, the 15-year mark of Summer Wells missing. Summer Wells is still not missing. I mean, is still not found. It's been too long. It's time that she needs to be found. And you guys all know, I believe I know where she is. I've been saying that for fucking 4.5 years now. So yeah, I sure believe I know where at least something can be found. So I'm waiting for it to happen. You know. So yeah, thank you so much, Susie. Thanks, honey. Yeah, the 5-year mark of her being missing. It's ridiculous, isn't it? And I don't talk about Summer too much on my channel anymore because people attack you. If you do, you get attacked. Like, it's just ridiculous. I've been attacked so much over Summer's case. You guys know I have a very deep, heartfelt connection to this case, and yeah, the Summer spirit is with me every single day. Every day. Some days stronger than others. Other days, she's off in the distance. But then there's days where I swear to God, she's sitting beside me and petting June. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm a medium and I just know it. So yeah, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy. So I'm going to just come out and say some stuff. How do I go about this gently? There's some people connected to her case that I feel that, like Ronnie Lawson said, everybody is still a person of interest in her case. Like, everybody's still a person of interest. Nobody's been ruled out yet. And YouTube became really involved with Summer's case. Like, we all know, it went absolutely nuts on YouTube regarding her case. And there's two specific people, I'm not going to name them, where I feel, yeah, Lawson is gone now. He's retired and there's a new sheriff in town. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, there's a couple people involved. I'm not going to name them, but I feel that they have completely screwed up her entire case. Like, they have screwed everything up, in my opinion. And if they hadn't, at least if one person hadn't of interfered so much in her case, I personally feel that she would have been found by now. I really do. This one person has interfered so bad in her case that they've inserted themselves completely into the case when they had nothing to, they weren't even there. They had nothing to do with it. They weren't there. But now they make it seem like, which is even freaking stranger, they make it seem like they were there. But we all know they weren't. But because of this person, I feel that they have put a serious wrench into flat out her being found. I truly believe she could have been found by now. But I'm talking in circles, as you guys could tell. There's persons of interest in her case, correct? And this one person will absolutely freak out and spaz out if you mention one of the persons of interest, which is just absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. So yes, I'm talking in circles. You guys know who I'm talking about. You all know where I feel there is evidence hidden and possibly remains hidden. I still am 1000% adamant about it. And I'm praying that this new sheriff gets the ball rolling. And I see that these people that have interfered with her case have already tried to get in on the new sheriff. They've already tried to get in with their little storyline and cause problems already. Like, they've already tried. And to me, that explains a lot. It explains a lot. So anyways, we're going to dive into Summer's case again. I don't give two shits what people say at this point. Summer needs to be found. And attention needs to be brought up to her case again because nothing's being done. Nothing's being done. Okay? All we can do is, everybody, please just keep praying. We've all been praying. We've been praying for 5 years now that something's going to happen tomorrow or in the next hour. I've been saying that for years. And all we can do now is pray that this new sheriff is on the ball and he's going to rattle some cages and get every inch of those hills looked at. Remember in the beginning of the case, people used to always say on YouTube, the hills have eyes? Isn't that interesting? I always found that an interesting expression to say. Remember the hills have eyes, they used to always say. So, yeah. So we're going to start talking about it again, and I'm ready for it. It's time. I know, it's been 5 years already. It's sad. It's sad. So I don't know how I'm going to start this today. I think I'm going to just come out and do like possibly just a reiteration of what I feel has happened here. I feel it's very straightforward, to be honest, what I feel has happened to her. I believe we are dealing with drugs and abuse, and we are dealing with some people that are, well, I guess I'll say parents. I believe they pissed off their drug dealer. Period. Whether it's the mom or the dad, to be honest, I haven't been able to decipher either one because I'm getting readings for both of them. So I'm going to say both of them in my reading. I get both of them involved. They've pissed off the drug dealer, and the drug dealer, this is in my readings, okay? Never go running around the internet saying that I've said this as fact. This is my reading. I'm getting that the drug dealer did something to Summer out of like revenge. Flat out. And I believe they did it right in front of them. Right in front of at least one of the parents. And both these parents are covering up for each other. And I believe we know who the drug dealer is. And I think that there is a hierarchy thing here when it comes to the drug dealers. A hierarchy level. Like you've got the little peons that deal with the drugs in the holler, right? Then you got the dealers that are above them that the peons answer to. The big guys, right? The whoever's in charge. And I believe that they have pissed off whoever's in charge. the big guy. And it's either they owed them money, or they robbed them, or I've actually been getting for the longest time that they were manufacturing drugs, and that the drugs were flat out killing people, like they were toxic, and that it pissed off the dealer. Like I flat out getting like toxic batch for the longest time. So that's just it. I'm not getting this big, huge conspiracy theory where they sold her for blah, blah, blah. I'm not getting that. I'm getting flat out, they pissed off their drug dealer, and the dealer, that's what happens, right? Revenge. And now I believe that there's several people in the neighborhood. They're all involved. And they're all covering up for each other because they're all involved when it came to the illegal activities leading up to her disappearance. They're all involved. That's what's happened here. Really bad illegal activities happening that led up to her disappearance. And I believe they're all covering for each other. I believe that several of them have hidden her. Like I literally see like rats running around hiding shit. Okay, all right, Donna. I literally see like rats running around hiding stuff to cover up for each other because they're in big trouble. They're in big trouble. A lot of you know, like in the beginning, you know, I covered Summer for months and months and months and months and months, every single day. It was my life. I was absolutely fully consumed reading every single day. I was reading this girl. Like it just constantly part of my life. And I just totally lost what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Covering up for each other, running around. Okay. So as for location for Summer, I've been saying this as well since day one, and you guys know I was attacked so freaking bad. I believe that Summer has been hidden on people's private property, and that these landowners don't know. I still adamant about this. These landowners, according to my readings, have no idea. Okay? So I'm getting these people that have hidden her, and I'm getting there's more than one. They've hidden her on people's private properties because they know the area like the back of their hand. They know every inch of that holler. And they've hidden her on private property because it's really hard to get it searched. Like for them to go and search, you know, Joe Blow's property on Bent Hill, well, they're going to need a search warrant. Right? It's red tape after red tape. It's makes it harder and harder and harder. That's why it's been done that way. And so I believe there are things in several locations down that holler on several different landowners' properties. So when I say I believe she is at I'm going to flat out say it. If I believe there's something at 207 Ben Hill Road, don't get me wrong here. It's not because I'm saying I believe it's Fred Hill that's done it. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is stuff has been hidden on people's private properties. Doesn't mean the land person that lives there or resides there or squats there or whatever doesn't mean they're involved. It means they probably have no fucking idea it's there. So if law enforcement ever watches this, I know they will never ever watch this, but you never know. Hopefully there'll be a 1 in a million chance out there that this new sheriff will be watching. I'm adamant that from 110 Ben Hill Road back all the way past Redmond's, like if you can go past Redmond's up into the hill back there, all of those properties need to be checked inch by inch by inch again. And these properties that have lots of stuff on it, okay, like Fred Hill's place is a prime example. It was a junkyard, basically. Well, that gives it 1,000 places to hide shit and nobody would know it. Same with, like, we've seen 125 Andy Bernard's place. Same thing. There's, and it looks like many of the properties back there, there's just lots of stuff on the properties, right? Well, all you need is a 1 by 1 foot space to hide something. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course we all would be, Krista. I'd be furious. Yep. So I'm adamant about that. From 110 back, I've gotten readings on 110. Well, I'm not going to come out and say it actually, but there's several properties where I've actually gotten the address in my readings that there is something, whether it's remains or it's evidence that's been hidden. So, yeah. These people that have interfered in Summer's case and have screwed up so much of progress being done forward because of defense of they got to defend this person. Well, I don't think you realize that how badly you've screwed things up. That's just how I feel. It's crazy. So the other aspect is before Summer went missing, I've said this, a lot of legal activity was happening, obviously, right? I believe we were dealing with massive amounts of SA, massive amounts of trafficking, absolutely, 1,000%, and drugs. And I actually have a list here of 22 names I've gotten from my readings on people that have done things before she went missing. I've got names of people, men, that have hurt before she went missing. And I've spent the last 5 years trying to match up last names to the first names. And I've matched up a lot of them. It's every time you guys pay attention to my community wall, because all of a sudden I'll be like, oh my God. It means I've figured it out. So yeah, a lot of people are going to be in serious trouble when they finally find her. And that's obviously why they've gone to massive efforts to make sure she's hidden, right? all these people are going to be in serious shit. So there you go. Thank you very much, Sharon. I love you, girl. Thank you, hon. 22 months. And I missed one else here. Let them. Thank you very much. Let them. I appreciate the support. Did I miss somebody else? I don't think I did. Okay. So it's time to start talking about summer again. I've had enough now. And I've had enough of people attacking other creators for talking about her. I've had enough. Okay. It's time. She needs to be found. Okay. And I mean, like, literally one fucking piece of evidence needs to be found. Just one fucking piece of evidence could solve this case. Right? So yeah, hi Cher, hi honey. Yeah, I've been biting my tongue and holding my tongue for years now. After I got attacked so roughly a few years ago. And again, Cher is here. Cher and I have worked out our differences. Cher has apologized to me for all of that a few years ago. And we are very good friends now. Okay? And it's amazing what apologies can do. And the work you can get done when people apologize to each other and make amends with each other. And you are all on the same wavelengths. And the only thing is, we need to get this girl found. Period. And we all know us YouTubers are not going to find her. Like, I'll just say it. Authorities are the ones that are going to find her. But we can get the ball rolling here. I know where to lead the authorities to, according to my readings. Okay? It's okay, Cher. I understand, hon. I understand. Thank you for apologizing. And I know now it took me a long time to understand why I was attacked so bad. And I know now why. And I'm not going to talk about it, except that there's another psychic out there that made it a whole fucking clown show for me. I know now totally what I was up against all this time. So thank you. And I have finally proven myself that I am the real deal here. I have found a lot of missing people, and that's what matters. So it means a lot. Yeah. 2 others before me. Yeah. And the thing is, we could go on and on and on and on about that for hours, but I'm not going to. But yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I am going to address something very straightforward too. Okay, so the search that we did, well, I wasn't there. Okay, let me make that very fucking clear. I've never been to Tennessee in my life. So you out there that keeps accusing me of being on 207 Ben Hill Road and accusing me of stealing $27,000 off Fred Hill, you need to stop right now. You know that's not true. Okay? And I've got the law behind me. I can prove it. So let's stop right now. What I do want to say, and I'm going to address it to everybody in case anybody's watching here. I did make one mistake when it came to that whole situation. I released the videos of people searching for Summer. I shouldn't have released them. I should have kept my mouth shut and not shown you anything. But I wanted to show everybody I wanted to show everybody that work was actually being done. And I was so excited that work was being done. Somebody was searching for her. That's all I cared about. And the statement I said about the bones, okay, I guess I've got bone gate number 2 on myself, okay? I did make the mistake of saying that they were human bones. I shouldn't have said that. But what my point was TBI came and got the bones and the hair that was found, okay? The TBI agent was pretty concerned. And that's what made me go, yes. And I shouldn't have said that. But to have an investigative agent concerned about what they were dealing with, do I need to say any more? But I also want to reiterate again on that. Not once did we ever think that that had to do anything with Summer. Okay? It was not. It had nothing to do with Summer. It was something else. So let me make that very clear. So I wanted to address that. I shouldn't have said that. And I take it back. And I apologize if I ever upset anyone about it. But I know I'm known as the common sense psychic. I remember that, the common sense psychic. Well, yeah, use your fucking common sense here. When you got TBI agents concerned, that should tell you something. Okay? So, yeah, it's crazy. And yeah, and I don't accept money for helping on cases. Oh my God, I know, I don't. We're not going to go there. But yeah, I don't ever, ever, ever take any money from anybody when I'm trying to help them find their loved ones. Never, ever, ever would I take $1 from any families I've helped. Never. Like, that is so wrong. The only payment I ever tell the families, you know what I want for a payment, is a hug. When their loved one's found, a hug, a massive hug, that's my payment. Give me a hug. And I've been very happy to say I've been able to give a lot of those hugs. And they are the most moving, rewarding hugs I've ever had in my life. So yeah. Yeah. I was excited. And people always say about how I was crying too in that live stream when I was going over that video of them searching. Fuck yeah, I was crying. You'd be crying too. Yeah, I was crying. It's extremely emotional when you are fully consumed with finding this girl. Yeah, I was crying. And I'll do it again in 5 minutes if you want. So, yeah. Anyways, I wanted to bring all this up. I needed to address it all. And yeah. So again, Cher, thank you very much for your apologies. It means the world to me. Thank you. And I know I proved myself and I didn't have to. Thank you. So on that note, Cher has been releasing some stuff. She's starting to release some more footage she has regarding the Summer Wells case. And all of it that you've gone through, Cher, over the years, like I don't think anybody's ever really thanked you. Has anyone ever thanked you for what you have done? All the hours and the emotions you've gone through to talk to her parents and to talk to everybody you've talked to. Like, has anyone ever said thank you to you? For real. Thank you for everything that you have tried to do for Summer. Instead, all people do is give you hell and give you attitude and drama, right? They want drama. Let's stir the pot, right? Thank you for everything you've done. I can't even fathom what you've done, to be honest. I couldn't do it. I've had people ask me, do you want to talk to Don Wells? And I'm like, no fucking way. I can't do it. I could not do it. Hi, Quinny. Hi, honey. I could not talk to Don Wells. Nope. I just, I don't know how to explain it. I guess maybe it's because I'm a psychic. I can just, I don't need to talk to him. And I don't need to talk to Candace either. I don't need to talk to them. I don't know how to explain it, but I just know. And I've got hundreds of you on here that would prove that I'm correct in all my readings. I've done 4 readings today alone. So anyways. Okay, so we're going to start going over some stuff. Cher has been bringing out some stuff. So Cher has given me permission to use any footage of hers that I want. Thank you very much for that. So we're going to go over this because Don Wells, whenever I hear Don Wells talking, it doesn't matter where he is either. Like, it happens when he's in his vehicle too. I hear EVPs in the background whenever he's speaking. And lots of EVPs when he's in their house. Like when he's on 110, it's insane. The clear EVPs that come through from that property. And, well, I don't need to explain it, do I? Strong EVPs mean something. It's simple as that. You got strong spirit communication that you can actually hear. Well, it's strong for a reason. Because it's usually that's where trauma occurred. Strong emotions occurred. And evidence, energy footage, energy imprint on the place. I think that's a good way to explain it. It's like an energy imprint. It's just naturally imprinted there due to trauma and emotion. So yeah. That's right, Quinn. Yeah, thank you, honey. Yeah. And I cry a lot. I'm a psychic. What do you think? Of course I'm crying. I feel all of your emotions as I'm sitting here. So yeah. Horrible emotions on that property, yeah. And there's more to it on that property as well. Like, from what I read of that land, there's emotion that goes back like hundreds of years on that land. It's not just I'm getting old native trauma, old emotions there. In that whole holler, actually. That whole holler, there's some very, very negative energies there. And it's from like deep past conflicts. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to pull it up. Everybody ready? Please get your headphones in, and we're going to start watching some stuff. This fair use commentary, everything here is for our educational purposes. Thank you, Cher, for letting me use your footage. Hi, Lena. Hi, honey. You would love to see me talk to Dawn. I don't think I could, honestly. I don't think I could. But on the other hand, I'm so disappointed in these psychics that, like Juanita, right? Juanita in the very beginning of her case. I don't know how the hell Juanita managed to get into Summer's case immediately. Like, how the hell Juanita was there on Ben Hill like 2 days later, or maybe 3 days later. How did she get involved that fast? I've always wondered that. Like, I don't know how it happened, but unfortunately, because of Juanita, she immediately destroyed any sort of potential connection us other mediums could have had with her parents for a good purpose. Like, she destroyed it. I'm sorry to say, but she did. She destroyed it. She pissed him off, and that was the end of it. And then there was some other psychic too. I don't know her name. I'm sorry. I don't know who she was. Raven or something. I'm sorry. I can't remember. So, but anyways, but then I was on it immediately. Like, I think my first reading on Summer was, well, I didn't publish it. I would say my very first reading was like the next day, or the 17th. I think it was the 17th. And I actually contacted TBI for the first time ever. I was like, oh my God. I was immediately getting West Side Inn. West Side Inn. So when I hear somebody come out and say that they went to the West Side Inn at 3:30 that afternoon, I'm like, what? Wake up. I told the TBI, then you need to go and check every motel in that town, and you need to do it right now. I was flat out getting, she was still alive, and she was in a motel room being held there. And she was snagged. And then it got real bad after that. And then she was, after the searching and everything was done, she was brought back into the holler. And you don't want to know what I'm getting after that. So, yeah. So when I hear after 5 years, I finally hear somebody say that they went to the West Side Inn at 3:30 that afternoon. What? Like, I can't get fucking past that. And a white Buick car. Remember? The white Buick car? Yeah. So, yeah. And Dawn doesn't believe psychics, no. He would shit his pants. Well, I'm pretty sure he's taught. I'm pretty sure he's watched some of my stuff. And yeah, I would probably make him shit his pants. Yeah, I probably would. Like, and I'm not kidding. So yeah, hi Charmin, hi Journey. If I'm missing you guys and I'm not saying hello, hello if I've missed you. Yeah, I probably would. I don't know how to explain it. I just know these things. I just know. And then I find out later that the stuff that I've known is actually real and it's true. And yeah. So we're going to get right back into Summer's case because I'm not done. And I am planning on going to Tennessee. I've told you this. I've been saying this for 5 years. And yeah, I need to renew my passport. I haven't done it yet, but I actually have it right fucking here. My lovely passport photo. I need to renew my passport and giddy up. Okay. And I will have him with me. So yeah. And hopefully Nancy Guthrie gets found soon too, because I've been saying I want to go get Nancy too. So yeah, everybody put your headphones in. We're going to start listening to Cher. This is one of, okay, so Cher has named this the Dawn Wells Files, okay. So let's have a listen. I've never listened to this. She just released this earlier today. So again, thank you very much, Cher. Everybody ready? We're going to start listening. Put your headphones in. This might take me a week to listen to. We'll see. It depends on what I'm hearing. I need to turn my AC off. Okay, air conditioner, stop. Okay. All right, let's go. Everybody ready? And in the meantime, can you please fill the chat up with purple hearts, please, for summer? Can you please fill the chat up with purple hearts, please? Okay, let's go.
So they got adoption agencies. There's two, you dumbass.
No, it says 7.
Okay, and so I'm going to tell you now, trigger warning. Trigger warning. Dawn Wells can be quite foul, okay? Quite foul at times, so trigger warning, please. And so, yeah, I'm listening for EVPs, Krista. I want to hear what he has to say, but I'm also listening. I usually hear insane EVPs around Dawn Wells for some reason. And so, yeah, hopefully we hear some good stuff.
Day Adventist. It just says Seventh-day
I'm
Adventist.
going to tell you something.
It says
You're sitting
Seventh-day
there,
Adventist Adoption Agency.
Okay, so they got adoption agencies. Everybody in the world's got a damn adoption agency. What's that? So why are you focusing on the seventh day?
You don't think it's weird that they have an online child catalog showing kids the states, literally their nicknames,
did
what
see
they
that.
like? Well, it's on my channel. I pulled it all up yesterday.
I've seen that. Cher. I've seen that. I remember that from the beginning. I remember that. I'm not going to go deep in about the church right now, but let's just say I believe there are people involved from the church in before Summer went missing. Let's put it that way. Okay. People that have done nasty things before she went missing. It was a lead up to her disappearance. Like, yeah. Oh, it like, I'm not like other psychics out there. I'm not going to come out and tell you the nasty, disgusting details I've gotten in my readings. I'm not going to do it. I don't need to. I'm sure you guys can figure it out.
That's why you're mad at me, right? You don't think that's weird? That's weird.
No, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that.
It literally says the children's ages, where they live, what their nicknames are, and shows their pictures.
So that makes
so
them
fucking
evil,
sick.
huh?
Is that what
Yeah.
I said?
I don't understand.
Did I
don't
say
know what
that?
the
Did
hell
you
you're
hear
trying
me
to
say
say.
that?
Oh,
So again, Cher, my hat's off to you, girl. Like, seriously. I don't know how you did this. You and I both have a very similar upbringing, and I know what you've been through. You know what I've been through, and I don't know how you did this and kept your cool. I would have lost it on this guy. Like, lost it.
I know is you got me and Candace, and you're using Summer and everything for your own game. You're starting your shit just like Doug and the rest of them.
Okay.
You're being a tragic pimp. You're bringing heat on.
See, the thing that I found very interesting about this whole thing is Dawn Wells started this YouTuber hate shit from like day one. I always found that really weird. It was almost as if it was a pre-scripted concept. Like, let's bash the YouTubers immediately. Like, I always found that really interesting. From the very get-go, he was bashing the YouTubers, though he was coming on every night talking to the YouTubers and causing problems and stirring the drama and stirring the pot as people are out in the background hiding her. That's how I feel.
On us.
How am I bringing heat on you? How is me showing that bringing heat on you?
So you're going to destroy our church.
How am
destroy
I
everything that
destroying
we
the
love,
church?
And use our daughter to
But
do
if
that.
no, you're telling
Destroying the church, Dawn. The church destroyed itself. It's simple as that. It wasn't YouTubers that destroyed the church. It was the church did it to itself. The actions of some of the people in that place were very abnormal. Very, very abnormal. They watched before summer got gone. Yeah, I think so. They watched during the Watts days. Well, there you go then. And they probably watched the West case too then, right? They probably knew who all these YouTubers were then. Isn't that interesting? It explains it. That explains why Dawn's Suriname, what is it? Serum on the Mound. Remember that one YouTuber said that? The serum on the mound? I think that's what he said. Remember Dawn said the sentence about, I wish we could search neighbors' houses? Well, that was almost word for word the exactly same line that Trezell West did in the West case. That caught my attention immediately. I was like, whoa, okay. Almost word for word. Very interesting. So maybe, I don't know, premeditated. I don't know. Premeditated doesn't match my reading, to be honest. But I'm sure that they talked about what they would do if they got in trouble beforehand. I'm sure of it.
telling me that's normal, Don. You just said everybody has an adoption agency. That's normal. So how does me showing that destroy your church if that's so normal? How is it destroying it?
Can't you find any other fucking content besides us? How many more years we got to go through this shit with you and all you other mother?
How can you find any content besides us? Well, you're the content there, Don. You're the one that's got the missing kid. You're the one that's got the missing kid here. Instead, why? Oh yeah, I could go. Oh yeah, okay, Tara, enough. Instead, you should be out there looking for your daughter and thanking everybody for everything they've fucking done to try and find your girl.
I didn't talk about you last night. I talked about the Seventh-day Adventists, not you.
Well, why don't you do this, Sheriff? If you want to know about the Seventh-day Adventists, you're gonna sit there and talk about them, but you don't know fucking nothing about them.
Why?
You won't check them out. You don't go to them. Nothing. That makes
Okay,
me mad as
sure.
hell. And I don't even know why I'm arguing with you, dumbass.
Me neither. Obviously, Tim wants you to do his dirty work.
No, I'm doing this on my own because I'm sick and tired of people like you, Doggone, Danny Keys, all you freaking people. I'm tired of.
See, I think now that you mention that, Cher, I honestly think that Don probably knew of Benny and Doug before Summer even went missing. He probably fucking knew who I was. Now that totally makes sense.
But why are you
We've been
so
going
mad
through this
now?
for 2 fucking years because you're gonna bring it all up again and start your shit again. Because I guess because you can't handle a real job.
Okay.
So he's drunk in this, eh? Like you can tell just by his talking, he's intoxicated during this.
So you don't find
Well,
it
I don't
alarming
blame
that
you.
they're
I
showing
don't-
children,
no, look.
that they have
Look,
whole
I don't
families up
blame
for
you.
adoption, and that they're showing children's faces online, and that they're showing their age, they're telling what the children like, they're telling the children's nickname. You don't find that?
See, that's the children's nickname. Holy shit, that's bad. The children's nickname. I don't even need to talk about what, like, it just takes one person to go, hey, Tinkerbell, come over here. And the child's going to respond because someone said their nickname. Bingo.
Odd. So anyone could go up and
I
be
don't
like,
know.
oh,
I've never
hey,
seen 'em.
Dewey, your nickname's Dewey. Oh, and
Right.
I
What
happen
did
to
I
know
just
that
say?
this is your favorite thing and this is your favorite thing. That's kind of alarming. That's setting shit up. You don't think that's kind of weird?
Thank you, Sherman. I appreciate that, hon. Thank you. I just said what you said, Cher, before you even said it. There you go.
They all do it.
No, I don't think they all do it. No, because I've been a part of different
I think
churches
they
and I've
do.
never seen that.
Right. And same with me. Sherry and I have a very similar growing up background. And a lot of you don't know, but Cher grew up where I lived. Like, technically, we were probably only maybe 10 miles apart from each other and didn't even know it. I know exactly where Cher was in her early years. I lived like down the road. We didn't know each other, but I understand. I understand.
Okay, that's what you got. That's all you got. That's it.
Well, that's why you're so upset and calling me pissed off about my show last night. So
No, I'm pissed off because I didn't watch your fucking show, sir. Not going to. I'm not going to sit there and watch all the drama and shit.
Okay.
Because you're just going to piss me off, and then it's just starting all
You
this
weren't
crap
pissed at me
all
until
over
I
again.
showed that. You were perfectly fine. We were talking
You know
perfectly
what,
fine.
sir? We've been trying to freaking rebuild our lives for 2 fucking years now. We're fucking...
You're trying to rebuild your lives. How can you rebuild your life when your child is missing and you're not even looking for her? That's not even like, I can't believe you even said that. How can you can't rebuild your lives, dude. Like, you need to find your daughter first, get justice for her, then rebuild your lives. You can't rebuild your lives before she's found. That's backwards.
desperately trying to get our boys back. But all this bullshit is fucking killing us.
I wouldn't call it bullshit.
Every
I'd
fucking
say
day.
that gave more people hope that Summer could possibly be alive.
Okay.
Very good point, Cher. Very good point.
I'd say thinking
But
that
really,
maybe
but in
someone grabbed her.
reality-
And weren't you the one saying that you think it's weird that CPS was involved and people come to your house, the case was
Look,
closed?
I can't
Well,
talk.
wouldn't adoption
I cannot.
agencies have CPS agents? That's weird.
See, here's your problem. You don't fucking listen, do you?
No,
I
it's that
cannot
I'm
talk
making
about what
sense and
I
it's
think.
pissing you off. But okay.
Yeah, but you're putting it on YouTube. Why don't you?
You brought it to YouTube yourself there, Don Wells. You did. You brought it to YouTube.
If you know so much, why don't you take it to the fucking cops?
Who said I
Take
didn't?
it to the dumbass YouTube.
Who said I didn't?
Well, why are you putting shit on YouTube?
Who's to say how
fucking
long ago
retards.
that I did bring it there? Who? You think that the TBI is that dumb
I
that
know
they
you're a
haven't
cop.
already
I know
seen
you're
this?
a cop caller. I know you're a
I know you're a cop caller. Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. There you go. There's your answer. I know you're a cop caller. That's a pretty suspicious statement right there. To call somebody a cop caller? Like, that's not even a normal concept that would come out of the average person's mouth.
cop caller.
Hey,
I
you're
know
the one
that.
who told me if anything's weird to report it.
Man, you're supposed to by law.
Well,
should be
there
held
you go.
accountable.
But so then
If I know somebody,
don't bitch
if I
about
know
me
that
being a
somebody
cop
hurt
caller then.
somebody, all right. Well, what I'm mad about, you taking all the bullshit to YouTube. That's why I can't talk to you. I can't tell you what my theories are and what we got going on with the police because
Yeah,
that's
because
what
I've
you've
brought
wanted me.
everything you've said to me to YouTube, haven't I, Don?
I
Have you
don't
heard
know.
me? Have you
That's-
heard
I don't
anything?
watch all the crap.
No,
I don't
bullshit.
watch all the garbage day.
So have I
after
been
day
recording
after
you
day.
and putting it on my channel like everybody else? Have you heard any of our
did
conversations on
before.
YouTube yet? No, you haven't.
You have before though.
I have
You
before. Yeah, maybe 3 conversations out of 27 months of talking. Good try
I don't
there.
know what you put up there. 'Cause I don't have the time to watch all these drama channels.
Sure, you don't watch them.
That's the thing too, is too bad about Summer's case. Like, and again, there's a specific creator out there. I'm not gonna fucking name them, but they're the ones that started this drama shit. They did. They were the first ones to start the drama and turned her case into an absolute fucking clown show. And it's still a clown show because of this person. For the longest time, I had nothing to do with that side of the Summer Wells community. Like I was in my psychic side. I had no fucking idea about all this stuff going on the other side with all these other creators. I really had no idea. I was just doing my thing. And still to this day, I'm going back and I'm still like catching up on all of this stuff that happened on the, in the drama side of Summer's community, I guess you would call it. Again, they fucked it up, didn't ya? You fucked the whole thing up. Yeah, and I'm swearing now. I'm in mode now. You interfered in this case so freaking bad and have screwed so much of it up. If all this drama hadn't have started within YouTube itself, she could have been fucking found by now. There could have been 50 YouTubers all out there at once actually properly searching properly and working together and coordinating together and working properly and getting things done. But instead, drama was caused for money and views. The greed side came out instead of the helpful side. It's just ridiculous. And I totally understand why law enforcement wants nothing to do with anything to do with YouTube. I completely understand. Like, it's pathetic. Yeah, and we all know where it started. Don't come out and say it. Don't put it in my chat, please. Don't put any names out there. But we all know where it started. Flat out, they started it. It's pathetic. Welcome back, Donna. Yeah. Right. 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 Like the phrase cop collar to even come out of their mouth is I don't know. To me, that explains everything right there. Am I wrong?
I try not to. I ain't got time for it. I try to work real jobs and try to do what I'm supposed to
Yeah,
do.
and I've always said that about you, Don. I've always said you're a hard worker, and I've always seen you at work. I've literally been defending you with that. I've actually had your back with that. I've never said anything different.
Well, I appreciate that.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
But one thing
Well,
I've never
that's
done
it,
is
whatever,
bullshitted you. I always tell you how I feel, whether it's something you're going to agree with or not.
Well, just so you know, there's a lot of people saying this about you and that. You know how all these people are. They try to come in between people all the time, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
They try to come in between me and Candace. They try to come in between everybody.
I know
You know how
that.
that works.
I know that better than anyone. You see how I get treated.
Good, right?
See, again, if this drama hadn't have started, and if Dawn and Candace are legitimately innocent, okay, and have nothing to do, the benefit of the doubt, okay, and have nothing to do with Summer's disappearance, I could have been on the phone with them and going, okay, you need to check here, 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 and here. She could have been found by now. And there has been times where I've been like, fuck, maybe I should just talk to them. Maybe I should just go, okay, you need to go and check here, 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 and here. But they've shown us zero drive or ambition to find their child. They've not been out there hunting or searching for her, not once. I just don't understand it. I've helped many families find their missing loved ones, and every single family has been out there searching for them right along with me. Like, every family has been there with me. So when there is a family and they're not searching, there's something wrong. Something wrong. Like, there's one case, I'm not going to come out and name it. You guys, I get trolls all the time. They're like, well, why don't you say who it is? Why won't you say the case? Or why won't, because it's confidential. Like, people don't want their shit all over YouTube. It's confidential, period. But let's just put it this way. There was one girl, she went missing in a river, okay? She went missing in a really rapid river here. And I'm standing on the riverbank with her family doing reading. And I was like, okay, I immediately got a direction. I'm like, she's that way. Well, before I even got it out of my fucking mouth, her dad was running down the river fucking bank and like class 4 rapids right beside him. Like, within seconds, this man was gone. Okay? And I'm screaming at him, please stop, because I didn't want him falling in too. Okay? That's the difference here. And she was found the next morning. Okay? But that's the difference. The dad would have dove right in front of all of us and drowned right in front of us to find her right there. And doesn't even think twice about it. That's the difference. That's why I can see right through these people. It happens with all these cases now because I can see right through them. I'm like, you're full of shit.
Yes, I do.
But nobody's going to bully me into how I'm gonna feel.
Well, no. Right, and nobody's going to bully me. Hell no. You know, I fell for a lot of shit in the past, but I'm done with everybody. We're fighting for a live share. This to you. This is just a YouTube show, but to this,
We're fighting for our live share. That's a really interesting statement also. Okay, your daughter is missing, but you are fighting for your lives. Okay.
this is our reality, our lives. You know, and all these other tragedy pimps. I'm not saying you're a tragedy.
Tragedy pimps. Like, that's it right there. The YouTube lingo, right? So I do believe, like, this kind of aspect of things where he's the whole YouTube. I think, honestly, Cher might be right on that. They definitely were watching before Summer went missing. They knew what to say. You know? Yep.
Pimp or whatever, but all these freaking.
You just did. You're trying to compare me to the likes of Doug and that. Maybe I should record every conversation and play it 4 times and monetize the shit out of all of it then.
Well, if that's what you want to do, go ahead.
Well, you're saying I've done that, right? Shouldn't I? Because you just convicted me for doing that.
I didn't convict you. I said I'm not trying to compare you to all the tragedy pimps. But yeah, I'm mad. And you have been a tragedy.
That's not what he says.
You for doing that. Well, you're saying I've done that, right? Shouldn't I? Because you just convicted me for doing that.
I didn't convict you. I said I'm not trying to compare you to all the tragedy pimps. But yeah, I'm mad. And you have been a tragedy pimp in the past.
Okay, if you say so.
Well,
I guess I'm bad at being a tragedy pimp because I should have recorded all 27 months of us talking and just I'd have content for days. I wouldn't have to go get another job. I wouldn't have to be working a part-time.
Hi, Rhonda. Good to see you. Hi, Arctic. And if I've missed you and you come in and I've not said hi, sorry if I missed you. Share again. I don't know how you put up with this. I don't know how you put up with this. I got a bad temper. I don't know how I would put up with this. I don't think I would. Hi, Mitzi.
Job. I'd just play you over and over like the rest of them. So.
I don't know. I'm just upset. Sure.
So.
I don't know.
So.
I don't know. I'm just upset, Sure. You got to understand.
I never said I didn't. I get upset too, so I could imagine you as Summer's father. You should get upset. You should be.
I got some theories and stuff that we're working with, and I don't know what to do.
You bring them to the law, not to me, not to anyone. Bring them to the law.
Right.
And I was just fixing to try to get a hold of, see what the FBI is doing and stuff. But right now, I'm so involved with all this crap. I just feel like I ain't got time for nothing. And I'm gonna defend us on YouTube. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to try to turn this around. And, you know, I'm so sick and tired of it.
I don't understand what there is.
The whole thing is he shouldn't have had to have even defend himself. Like, that tells me something right there. Like, you don't need to defend yourselves here. Why did they need to? Yeah, no, the focus is wrong, right? The focus from day one with these two was about defending themselves. Well, who gives a shit what people are saying about you? Go find your fucking daughter. That's all that matters.
To turn around, though, there's nothing. What more can you do?
All the damage that Chris McDonough and my step family has done to us from the very beginning. That's what started all this shit.
Well,
It just pisses
I
me
tried.
off.
Well, Chris, I'm not going to go there. The stepsisters were talking truths here. That's why he's so pissed off. That's what it's all about. Bingo. Right there. Ding, ding, ding.
Tried to ask you, and that's what pissed you off. That's what started your whole being angry at me this time round. Was I asked you, is anything that your sisters or stepsisters, whatever, and these new victim or new people coming forward?
Yeah, wasn't there, I don't know the exact number, wasn't there like 7 victims or something that have come forward? 7 people have said stuff about him? Am I right?
Now, I would say if the
People
police
coming
have not,
forward.
well, there's new people coming forward. I'm not making that up. That's just the truth. I'm not saying that there's,
Well, that's
that
their
they're,
problem.
I'm
That's
not
their
saying
problem.
that they're not liars. I'm just saying there's people coming forward, okay? Now,
Yeah, supposedly there's like 12 people now.
I heard 7.
Yeah, that's what it's been, was 7,
Oh, and they're adding on top of that now? Yeah, so
I guess.
maybe 10.
So he already knows that there's been 7 people that have made allegations against him. That's wild. That's wild. And he already knows that. I'm hoping that these other people that have come forward are the ones that could like put the nail in this case. 7 people have come forward that he actually knows about with allegations against him. Wow.
10 or something, maybe 12. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be 20 by tomorrow.
But here's my thing though, like what I was asking you, and it's no dig, you said the police have not questioned you on that. So my theory is they don't give a shit. So if what they are
They're just
bringing,
talking.
what?
Are they still going? Are they still doing that?
Well, yeah, I think
Are
there's
they
more
still going
shows.
forward? Is Mary?
I
Is Mary
have
still doing all that?
I have no idea. Last we heard she was, because she
Well,
was on the lab.
Well, if she continues, there's going to be problems. There's going to be big problems.
Like what? How
No.
could there be problems?
She can get in trouble for
this has
lying if
been
she's
going on.
lying.
Right.
Yeah, she could, but police don't generally press charges for that kind of crap.
Yeah, but maybe you could.
All they care about is pressing charges on anybody they can. That's what the police do. They're just trying to keep their jail full. They don't give a damn about who's in the jail. They're just trying to keep it full because that's the way our country's turning.
Right.
Wow.
It's money. It's a business.
Right.
It's a mafia. It's a mafia. The courts, the police.
What did she say?
Mafia. The courts. It's a mafia. It's a mafia. The courts. It's a mafia. It's a mafia. The courts. The police. Mafia.
One sec here. I want to see if I can figure out what she's saying. Candace is saying something in the background here. Where is it?
The courts. The court. The court.
Not sure what she said there. Crazy stuff, honestly. This is just the craziest case. This is just, seriously, is the craziest case. But in all reality, though, it's really not. You think of all these other children, right? That, there's been justice for recently, and there is no difference in this case compared to those cases. We're just waiting for authorities to step up and do something. That's all. Drugs and abuse. Period. Simple as that. The stories that I have heard over the years where people have come to me because I'm a psychic, right? Oh, well, Tara, another psychic says that she's on a boat headed to fucking China. Like, you wouldn't believe the shit people have said to me or asked me. For years, I was compared to Donna Serafina hundreds of times. Hundreds. Okay? Let me just say this. I was here before she was. Okay? I was here before she was. By a couple months. So the theories people have brought to me, I've been just like, what the fucking kidding me? And the theories are still out there. When my reading's telling me, no, it's not that complicated. It's simple. We're dealing with abuse and drugs. That's it. None of this. She's been trafficked by higher ups and this bullshit. I think I'm the only psychic out there that's done readings on Summer, and my readings are very straight fucking forward. It's simple.
The police, CPS, it's all mafia.
Hi, Ellie. Hi, babe.
Yeah. Well, if they're just talking out of their ass, which, I mean, Mary's already told numerous different stories, and that's the truth, so she's kind of hard to believe anyway.
I totally get what you're doing here, Cher. Like, I don't know how you could have talked to this guy. I'm going to say it 100 more times. I don't know how you did this. I don't know. We all know that Mary was telling the truth because she can't lie. You can't lie. She would have gotten in trouble for lying. Right? It's where I don't know what the term is, but like false accusations and stuff. Like, of course she was telling the truth. It's crazy, isn't it?
Just ignore what they're saying. If nothing.
And he is spewing the jargon of a typical predator. This is the typical, those of you that have been through it in our lifetimes, you know what this is, and you know the nonsense coming out of his mouth and the denials and the, I could see through this guy day one.
They're saying has anything to do with your daughter's disappearance, you need to ignore them all. Don't let them get you mad. That's what they're trying to do. Just focus on.
Mary is a sweetheart. And for her to have held on to that trauma all of her life, those of you that have been through trauma, you know what I'm talking about. To hold on to it all your lives and not talk about it. And then to have something like this happen. And you bring up your trauma in order to possibly help the child that's gone missing. I can't even fathom what she went through and is still going through emotionally.
on Summer and ignore them is all I was trying to say before.
I have been just trying to focus on Summer for over 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I've had to fight all this crap for over 2 years now.
Well, can I ask you, do you think that it is weird that people would post hundreds of children on a website and actually show their... I'm so shocked they're showing their pictures
I
and
remember
everything
seeing
and
that.
where they are.
Is anybody actually search, like, is their website still up? The church's website, is it still around? I remember seeing that. Yes. Yes, Lulu. Hi, Linda Lou. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look later. I don't know if it's still around or not.
You have to admit that's a little odd.
You're
So
welcome, babe.
I don't think
Well,
that's
I don't
wrong
know.
of
I
me
haven't
to look
seen it.
into that. I'd look into it no matter where it was from, Don, not just because it's from
Well,
Seventh-day
like I said,
Adventist.
I know nothing about that. I haven't seen.
And yeah, it doesn't matter what church it is. Doesn't matter what religion it is. Like Cher's got a good point there. It doesn't matter what church it is. Any organization that does that, it doesn't, like, it's wrong. Wrong. It doesn't matter. It could be a Boys and Girls Club down the street, or it could be a daycare, or it could be anything. Like, any organization to publish that type of information regarding the children in their organization is wrong. But he's defending his church, when technically it has nothing to do with the church itself. It has to do with the people in the church and the actions done.
Seen it yet, so I really can't comment on it.
I
All
think
know
you would
is
not like it.
Well, I may not. I have no idea. I haven't looked into it. I know nothing about it, so I can't say.
Just from what I'm telling you, though,
Yeah.
does that sound good? If I send you the link and you look at it and everything I'm saying is legit, you don't even got to watch my show. I'll send you the direct link that says, and it'll bring you right to it. Would that bother you if I was right?
Well, I mean, adoption's a pretty...
See, his answer immediately should have been, yeah, the hell, that would bother me.
normal thing in this country, but I don't think people realize the downside of it. For instance, we've been looking a lot into CPS cases and how CPS takes kids from parents and keeps them when they do everything they're supposed to do, and they still keep
it's legal kidnapping.
For instance, we got a house. It is. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and they're making money. Now, a lot of these churches and stuff may not know exactly what's going on. I mean, they probably feel that there really is a need for parents to adopt and all this and that. And there's parents that want to adopt kids. They're desperate. They can't have kids. They probably don't know the other side of CPS.
Right.
You know, but I want to, you know, in the future, I'm going after CPS with everything I got, but not right now. There's a time and a place for everything, and it's not right now.
Right.
I have to be very careful because, as you know, I got to watch Hawkins County. You know how dirty them sons of bitches are.
Yeah. Well,
that's another thing too. Those of you that have been here with Summer's case since day one, do you remember Don immediately, like day 2 or day 1, he was immediately talking about how shitty Hawkins County was? Do you remember that? That's one thing I remember vividly. He was immediately bad-mouthing the sheriff's department day 1.
Showing that, Don, it kind of, in my eyes, aligns with you thought CPS was being shady, and I can get behind that. You know I can. And in adoption agencies, they have their own CPS people. And if anything, people are like, well, maybe Summer's alive, and maybe somebody did take her to put her up for adoption.
And that's a hope that I have. That I hope some creep from Fred Hills didn't get some.
Bam! Bingo! Okay, so there's the first time he's mentioned Fred that in this call. Just, yeah.
Her and kill her or whatever.
Oh God.
I mean,
Me neither.
didn't get Summer to have.
We're
Right?
up for adoption.
And that's a hope that I have. That I hope some creep from Fred Hills didn't get Summer and kill her or whatever.
Oh God.
I mean,
Me neither. I hope. Yeah.
we have no clue. Whoever took her,
I hope. Yeah.
we have no clue. Whoever took her, I think.
I hope. Yeah.
We have no clue. Whoever took her, I think, it seemed to be pretty professional to me. I mean, like,
It
there's
would
not
have
a
to
trait.
be.
There's
Yeah.
no there's no cell phone thing. They were
Hi,
smart enough
BB.
not to have a cell phone.
There's no cell phone ping because there's no cell phone coverage out there. Bingo. There's no cell phone coverage out there.
On them. Unless it was just, I don't know. I mean, we don't know. We know nothing.
Right.
But I do know.
I'm just looking for renewed hope like you are, Don, because so many people talk
Right.
about her past tense that honestly in my show last night, I was more excited because I'm like, well, maybe someone took her and put her up for adoption. That I wasn't trying to be evil with it, and I would have been alarmed with that no matter who it was through, not just Seventh-day Adventist. It just so happened to be that that's what was shown to
Well,
me.
Yeah.
I don't personally believe the Seventh-day Adventists. Knowing all the people in our church like I do know them, and I know quite a bit of them now. I don't personally, just between us, I don't personally believe that they had anything to do. But you got to look at who was up our ass at the time.
CPS.
What?
We have to see people look at who was up our ass at the time.
CPS.
We have CPS up our ass. I mean,
Why? He never did tell us. Why? Why was CPS all up your ass then, Don? Before Summer went missing. Why? And if that is the case, then why didn't you do something about it a year before that? If CPS was on you, then why weren't you trying to fix it beforehand?
in every way possible, having my probation officer come down on me, having the courts come down on me, the CPS lawyer asking the judge to put a gag order on it, and you know why? He has no right to. We have the Fourth Amendment right. He has no right to put a gag order on us, but the judge, agreed with him, of course, because he's in on it.
Yes, they do have the right to put a gag order on it because it has to do with minor children. It has nothing to do with you and Candace. It has to do with the fact that it had to do with minor children. So yes, of course, there is a gag order on it to protect the children.
Of course.
Right. The judge who got arrested, right?
Do that because they don't want to be exploited for what they really are, and that is freaking child traffickers.
Yeah.
That's what they are. They're child traffickers.
Yeah, legal ones, yeah.
Yeah, they do it legally, whatever, and pat each other on the back, and they're making, just in the state of Tennessee, $3.3 billion a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's big money. That's mafia. That's more. They make more money then the cartels are mafia in the United States.
Right.
That's what this country is going just to hell very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's the biggest thing they said is
Wait.
mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's the biggest thing they said is
very quickly.
mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's the biggest thing they said is mm-hmm.
Okay, after you hear share speak here, I hear something. One sec. I'm actually not hearing a lot of EVPs in this footage, but there's many other videos of their place that are crazy EVPs. Okay, so after Finish shares this here.
Oh yeah, it's the biggest thing they
right
said
there.
Is oh yeah, it's the biggest thing they said oh yeah, it's the biggest thing they said is oh yeah, it's the biggest thing they said is oh yeah, it's the biggest thing they said.
No fucking way. Oh my god, no way. Sorry. I heard a name there. There's a name here. I'm hearing flat out, I'm hearing Fred Hill. The name Fred Hill here. Listen.
Oh yeah, it's the biggest thing they said is oh yeah, it's the biggest thing they said is oh yeah, it's the biggest thing they.
Wow. Okay. Hi, DS. Yeah. So Cher, actually has amazing footage. I've never gone back and actually looked at all of her footage, but we're going to start because I know for a fact there's EVPs in other footage that I've heard that's clear as a bell, crystal clear. And it's, even if you're a non-believer, you'll be like, oh my God, when you hear it.
I said it's more money now in trafficking than drugs.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Money now in trafficking than drugs.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, I just heard the word daddy.
More money now in trafficking than drugs.
Yeah. Right.
Right there.
More money now in trafficking than drugs.
Yeah. Right.
Daddy. Okay. Daddy. I clearly heard daddy there.
Money now in trafficking than drugs.
Daddy.
Trafficking than drugs. Trafficking than
Daddy.
drugs.
There you go. And as simple as that, like that's how I see it. Like just hearing that once, there you go. It explains everything. Spirit doesn't lie. Simple. Spirit doesn't lie.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you what, if I was you, I'd never move back to the United States. Stay right where you're at. I wish I could move to Canada or anywhere out of the United States, because the United States is going to get bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to the Bible.
Yeah, I heard her for a split second there, Linda. I heard the words, I heard it say daddy. Yeah. Once you hear it, you'll hear it. You'll hear a child's voice.
Bible and everything. The United States is going to get bad.
Right.
Into the Bible and everything. The United States is going to.
Okay, then.
According to the.
Okay, so and there's also evil, okay? I've told you this before. There's evil on that land. There's evil there, okay? And this is the first time I've heard it in this call here. Listen.
The Bible and everything. The United States.
Right there.
The United States. United States.
You are bullshit, something bullshit.
United States. United States.
I'm flat out hearing bullshit. The word bullshit.
United States. Trying to get that. Trying to get that.
Summer. Holy shit.
Trying to get that.
Summer.
Trying to get that.
Mark.
Summer's in the barrel, I'm hearing.
Trying to get that.
Mark.
Trying to get that.
Mark.
Wow, that's really clear there. Give me a second. Clearly hearing the word summer is. Slow it down again.
Mark here.
Trying to get that.
Summer's in the barrel.
Trying to get that.
Mark.
Wow. Hi, Nikki. Yeah, you clearly hear the word bullshit. Okay, I'm hearing barrel. And I believe I know where this barrel is. But people won't fucking listen to me.
Mark's here, by the way. You're on speakerphone.
Oh.
Mark's here, by the way. You're on speakerphone.
Oh.
Mark's here, by the way. You're on speakerphone.
Oh.
We might actually be hearing Candace in the background here as well. Okay, so I'm starting to hear a lot of stuff here. Give me a sec. This might be Candace in the background talking.
You're on speakerphone.
Oh. Telling mustard head.
Phone.
Oh. Telling mustard head.
He can hear.
Oh. Telling mustard head.
He can hear you.
He's on help.
Oh, wow. I need to run. I say this with all these cases. I need to run all of this through my software. But I swear to you, this would take me a year to do all of this.
Over man.
He says, "What's up?"
Thank you, TJ. But no, it's not on public land, unfortunately. It's private property. That's why nothing's being done.
So, what did you mean by your text about Tim then? Were you feeling a little...
Okay, so I think Candace is talking and Candace is doing stuff in the background. And if those of you remember or have been with the Summers case in the beginning, whenever Dawn and Candace were on a call like this, Candace was always intoxicated in the background telling truths on Dawn. If you remember correctly, she was always speaking, saying stuff in the background. This might be what we're actually hearing right now. It might not even be spirit, though I think we're getting a combination of the two. Okay. All right, TJ. What is my gut feeling as to what, BB? Like a location or who's involved? Referring to which? Yeah, Ben Hill Road. Yep. It's Ben Hill Road. I said that from the beginning. I've been saying this as well. Like, from 110 back, every property along that end of the holler needs to be ripped apart again. And I mean ripped apart, like forensics need to go in and look proper forensics. Things have, if I'm right, things have been hidden on multiple properties, in amongst junk, in amongst car parts. Remember, Jody Sue, if you ever watched this, do you remember me coming on your channel one day and asking you if there was a junkyard nearby? And you got all rude with me about it? Well, now we know which junkyard I was talking about. So yeah. Cadaver dogs won't cut it. Cadaver dogs will help. They'll help narrow down areas, but you need the cadaver dogs to start, and then you need forensics to come in and rip the place apart. Property by property by property. It should have been done years ago. And that's just it, Diana. The junk is being used to hide shit. It's simple. Simple. So as for who I don't want to come out and say it exactly. I believe the two parents. Then there is 3 neighbors. And at least one church person fully. They're my top 5, top 6. I'm not going to name them. But I believe there's neighbors that have helped hide her. Because they're going to all be in deep shit. Church, one specific church member that has done, like, has been fully involved. And then other church members could have helped out hiding stuff to cover up what they've did before she went missing. Oh, you're new. Okay. I'm not going to tell you, baby. I don't want to come out and name them. Okay, I don't want to name people. Yes, the flute player. Yep. Yep. The one from the church, the lady in... the one from the church, I think the lady, I think she's literally naive. And knew things were happening and was just totally naive and stupid about it. That's what I believe with her. Just total, like totally naive, lives in fucking La La Land. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the one that said septic tank under the trailer. Yeah. Yeah. Septic tank under the trailer. Day 1. Well, day 3, day 4. I'm the one that said that, and I was attacked so bad. But that is still one of my number 1 spots, Diana. Yes. One of those, that property, I know 110 has, it's either 3 septic tanks and 4 wells, or it's reversed. It's 4 septic tanks and 3 wells. It's one of the water systems on 110. Like, I'll just put it that. It's water system. So it's either well or septic water system on 110. Absolutely. Absolutely. Something is there. Positive. And then there's other spots throughout the neighborhood that, yeah. I believe when they find the main spot, they're going to find others as well. It's not just Summer. I've been saying this for years. I believe there's more than one we're dealing with here. We're not dealing with just Summer. We're dealing with Summer and Rose. Excuse me. Summer and Rose's disappearance. I'm going to just come out and say it. I believe the two of them are together. They've been hidden together. And there's others as well. There's 2 septics on 207. Okay, thank you, Karen. Well, we need to go back and rip 207 to shreds. So that's what I believe, and that there's other people's properties down there as well on the holler that these people have been hiding stuff for years, and these criminals, and I'm getting the property owners have no idea there's anything there. These innocent neighbors have no fucking idea what's been happening. They have no clue. And people have been using their criminal activities and hiding them on these people's properties because they know it'll never ever be searched because they're junk piles. There's stuff mixed in amongst junk piles, car parts, tools, animal waste. Yeah, I know, honey. They will. They will. It could be, Diana. But I do believe that one of these areas, I keep, those of you who've been with me for a long time know that the number 1 spot I have for Summer and Rose, I do believe they're in the same spot. Part stuff. I'm getting a big, deep hole, a big hole in the ground. A big hole in the ground that's got water in it and sludge and shit and animals and nastiness, and that somebody has been using that hole for a long time. For a long time. Yeah, like a sinkhole. Yeah, some sort of hole. Yep. Fred said. Right. Exactly. Exactly, hon. Yep. So we need to find that hole. That's what I've been trying to do all this time. I thought I had found it at one point. I know. We still might have. We still need to keep looking. That's where the whole animals come in, the pigs, the hogs. I've also been getting this as well from day one. Is my spirit guides are screaming at me, Robert Pickton. That's why when I hear another psychic mention Robert Pickton, I get so fucking pissed off because, well, you know where it came from. Anyways, Robert Pickton, I've been getting since day one. We all know what that's about. Hogs, pigs. And I believe I'm getting it is because Robert Pickton killed one of my fucking friends. So I actually have a right to talk about it. And I'm seeing the same scenario. Okay. Robert Pickton had pits of animal parts and dead hogs and animals and stuff. And women in them. And I'm going to get gruesome, okay? This is trigger warning. The pigs, he would feed the women to the pigs. Then the pigs would shit everywhere. And then the shit, they had to sift through it with sieves. It took them like 3 years to sift through his property. And they found women's DNA in the pig shit. That's how he got busted. So it's time they need to go and start looking for Summer at the end of that holler. Period. I'm pissed. Somebody knows that hip pit has been there for years. They know. They know. I've heard them talk about it. Hi, Dee. Dawn's mom used to live at 120, but I looked it up and it's closer to Beach Creek. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dee. Somebody years ago, and I cannot remember the name of the channel, there was a lady on here. It was like America True Crime or something like that. There was a YouTube channel. She was covering Summer. Anyway, she found the property paperwork. And she actually found where the wells are and where the septic tanks were. If anybody can ever find that. I think her channel was called America True Crime. It's out there. And it actually shows where the wells and the septic tanks are on that land. Bingo. TBI, we're waiting. We're waiting. And, you know, I'll say it. Is that what it is? America True Crime. Okay, thank you, Dee. I was right then. Okay. Hi, Robin. So, what else was I going to say? I was about to say something else too. The pigs. I lost my train of thought. The pigs, Robert Picton, hog farms. I'm also getting hay bales. I've actually talked to neighbors in the holler. I've told them to check their hay bales. Oh, and I totally lost track of what I was about to say. You enjoy my tree hug? I love that tree. That tree was fantastic. Lost track. Okay, there is one thing I'm just thinking. I did get an auto wrecker's name the other day. Remember, I put it on my community wall. I got it finally after all this time. I got a community wrecker. Auto wrecker's name. I don't know when I did that. It was like a month ago. Jamie's Auto Wrecking. Jamie's Junk Yard or Jamie's Auto blah blah. Turns out it's a real place. So I'm getting there's something there. Problem is, it's probably been there for years, and it might possibly have already been passed off to another wrecker after that. Like I used to work for an auto wrecker, so I know how it works. And there is there's a system, a network, right? You dial up to the computer and say, okay, does Joe Blow have a transmission for a 1990 Dodge, blah, blah, blah. And the computer will tell you which, and they trade parts within the system. So there's a huge possibility that it might have already been passed on to another auto wrecker by now. But I was getting an auto wrecker. I did get the name of Jamie's, whatever that is, Jamie's Junkyard or Scrapyard or Auto Wrecking, whatever you want to call it. And I've totally lost track of what I was going to say before that. Pigs, hogs. tools. We're looking for tools here. Tools, devices, equipment that was used to hide things. Okay. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'll remember what I was thinking in a minute here. Jamie's Auto Salvage in Churchill. There you go. So, holy fuck. Somebody needs to, TBI or somebody needs to go there and check their, like, intake logs. I guess if hopefully they keep an intake log of vehicles they've brought in. If they're computerized, it should be in the system still. Hopefully. I know up here in Canada, everything is computerized. Every single car part actually has a serial number on it. The auto recyclers will, I've done it myself. You actually assign a serial number for each part, and then it's logged into the computer. Maybe. Maybe if they took cadaver dogs through there, that might help. Maybe. It just takes one hair. Thank you, Karen. Didn't he used to eat his own pigs? Picton, you mean? Or yeah, Robert Picton. Yeah, we all. I was about to say we all did. He sold his meat to the whole fucking city. I don't think I ever ate his meat because we lived a bit of a ways away, but yeah, he sold his meat to, yeah, that was a big thing when it was out on the news and stuff. Everybody, we were just, oh my God. Savvy and I used to party at his property. We actually went there when we were teenagers. Not knowing that there was women in that fucking barn beside us. It was scary. Okay. So when I hear another psychic talking about Robert Picton, I get really pissed off. Because I know you're a fucking fraud.
Little odd with him too then. You can't be mad at me for feeling weird when you feel weird sometimes.
Yeah, me and him.
So,
for feeling weird when you feel weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Feel weird sometimes.
Yeah, me and him.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
there's a huge possibility here that I'm going to have to run this through my software. Can I download this? Yes. Okay. I have to run this through my editing. There's a big possibility that what I'm hearing in the background here is not EVPs. It might actually be Candace in the background yelling stuff. Candace used to always yell the truth in the background when she was drunk, thinking that we wouldn't hear her. And then here comes Tara, and I'm pretty good at this shit.
Me and him have some long conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him have some long conversations.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say I felt a little weird. I thought he was throwing you under the bus a little bit when you were in jail, but
And yes, pigs, the teeth go right through them, and that's how they found a lot of the women. They were able to match teeth. I guarantee you, though, there's still... He was only charged for, I think it was 50 women, and there's still another 50 missing. And Picton's dead now. There's still another 50 at least that's never been found. So that's what I'm talking about here. Okay, what I believe we're dealing with as well. It's not just Summer here. Okay, I believe we're dealing with others that have been killed down there due to overdoses, due to prostitution, due to whatever. I've been reading for a long time that there are multiple remains down there from over the years, all in the same place.
No, I mean, he made sure that a lot of stuff happened when I was in jail that nobody else would.
Yeah.
But
Well, so you're fine with him then? You're comfortable now with him?
well, we've had
Hi,
very
Kim.
long talks over the past.
Oh, you were back in Poco? Yeah. Yeah. And they were selling the manure off the I know. Wow, I didn't know you were there. Yeah. I used to go past it every day on the way to work. It's just the creepiest shit. Good to see you, Kim.
Past like a week. Yeah.
I just want to do you trust everyone in your world around you? Like Tim Mullen? Like...
Oh, no.
Hell no.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I trust him, but I mean, anyways, yeah.
That's interesting.
Tim Mullen, like...
Oh, no.
Hell no. His immediate response is hell no. Wow.
Hell no.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I trust him, but I mean, anyways, yeah. We'll just go with that. But
We'll just...
I believe there's something between Tim and Dawn. Like, you hear Dawn so hesitant, right? To talk about Tim. There's something there. I believe they've known each other for like years and years and years and years.
That you can't talk right now.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that YouTube doesn't need to know, and people are nuts. I mean, everything that's happened to our house from all the...
That I understand. Like, I do understand that. Like, if you ever watch this, Dawn, people are nuts. And I do, for the things I've heard that some of the psychics have done to you, I'm so sorry. You should have talked to me. I'm so sorry for what all the other psychics have done to you. I'm really sorry. I heard about what that one psychic did. I'm so sorry. Flat out, they fucked it up for the good ones like me.
Damn psychics. Do you remember when you had Donna Safrina? What's her name? The Reverend Donna Safrina? Do you remember? I'll never forget.
Hey, I don't support her anymore, but yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I
Never
actually call
forget
her out
the
for being
things
a
she was
fraud.
saying.
Yeah, she said some
Oh,
nasty
good.
stuff. But she's kind of put everything out there so that no matter what happens in the future, she'll get it right because she's throwing everything at the wall, you know.
Yeah.
She's a fraud, and I tell people she's a fraud now. Don't worry.
Well, I can tell you one thing that I know, and it says in the Bible that nobody knows the future except God. Not even the angels in heaven. Not
Blah,
Satan
blah,
or
blah,
his
blah,
angels.
blah.
Nobody. Not even Satan.
This is where the whole religion jargon just blah blah blah. Like I've done hundreds of readings. I have found missing people. I can prove that that is not correct. But as to explain why, I don't know. I won't know until I get there. But I have proven it.
He's a master deceiver. He'll lie and say that he knows the future or whatever and this and that, but he don't. Only God alone is the only one that knows the future. And it says that in the Bible. Just so you know.
She just yelled, shut. That was Candace in the background. You heard her yell, shut up. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Unfortunately, Ryan got taken down the train of that avenue, unfortunately. I've been working with Ryan in the background this whole time, and I tried to warn him. If you're watching, Ryan, I tried to warn you. But yeah, I tried to warn him. I tried to warn a lot of people, but I got attacked for it.
No, I know that. I always tell people that. Only God will judge me.
Yeah, and only God knows the future or the beginning, the end from the beginning. He's the only one. And the angels in heaven, they're equal to us. They're a little above us, but they don't know any future events or anything unless God lets them know. But they don't know.
When this is all you talk about, Don, do you understand why people, they get frustrated? Because we want to hear you talk as passionately about summer as you do your church.
Right. Thank you, Cher.
Well, I would like to, and we have for over 2 years now. What more is there to say? Why I keep the drama going, and then anything I say, they're like, "Oh my gosh, did you hear that?"
Well, that's true, but at the same time,
every day, it's, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you say that? Blah blah blah. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I know how that goes.
It's not.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Ryan and Jen have my full 1000% support. They are the only ones out there that are actually looking for her. And people have been so rude to them. I will never understand that. Why would you be rude to people that are actually looking for her? I'll never understand.
It's not necessarily. I do love the church, and the reason is, and I'll tell you why, is because God has set this church up in the last days for our own good, so that we know things that people have never known since the beginning.
God has set up your church, eh? Really? Wasn't it, what is that guy's name? Smith? Smith did it, not God. Whatever that guy's name is. Jacob Smith, or I can't remember his name.
Of the world, what we have the ability to know right now, if we just study a little bit.
And I get all that, but one day if summer is found one day, and
Joseph Smith, thank you, that's it.
And the internet lives forever, and she's found, and she looks back at this one day, do you think that she'll wonder, like, why do they always talk about the church? Like, how come they're not talking more about me? What about me, Dad? What about me, Mom? Talk about me like you talk about the church.
We have talked about it. We've cried. Everything for over 2 years.
I feel like we haven't really gotten to see that side very much, if I'm being honest. And perhaps you do that in private, and that's your right. But
and the reason being is because we're not going to. I mean, we could go on there and act like we're crying and
well, no, don't act. I mean, you have to be sincere.
We try not to be fake. Okay, yeah, I get that, but we're not gonna. We don't want to. When you're in public, that's one thing. But when you're by yourself, when you're in public, you don't let everybody know all your feelings. You pretty much keep it inside.
Yeah.
So we're not going to sit there and in front of the whole world, you know.
But if Summer's not in private though, if she's with a kidnapper or kidnappers and she can hear, definitely kidnappers, if they have Summer, if I'm pretty sure they're gonna listen to everything, right? Because we know how these kind of people work. They're gonna want to make sure they're 10 steps ahead, so they're definitely listening. If Summer on the off chance could even hear
They were definitely listening. Hey, still are.
your voice for 5 seconds, wouldn't you want her to hear you say like, Summer, I love you, whoever has you, like, I hope they're treating you good, I hope they bring you back.
And haven't we done that time after time after time?
No, you haven't.
Yeah, we have.
No, you haven't.
I
No, you
suppose
haven't. You did it once. You said you'd see her in the resurrection.
I just feel like, you know, YouTubers, as much bad as there is, there's also good, because I think if it weren't for YouTubers, your daughter's name and face wouldn't still be alive, I feel like.
That's true, and it's because of the drama that it's such a big thing. You know, as bad as it is, that's the engine. That's the engine that keeps it going, unfortunately.
The drama, yeah, in a way I kind of feel bad for him for that, yeah, there was drama, and it was intentionally created and by certain YouTubers. And that's when the whole thing went fucking wrong side up. Like, if none of this drama started and people actually were working together and it could have been so different by now. I firmly believe she would have been found. I do.
Yeah.
Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I guess. But we're paying a heavy price for it. Heavy price.
Yeah, and so are her brothers too.
Yep. We're trying to do everything we can. We want them back desperately, but you know, the foster family, they get a check for each one of them.
Yeah.
I think $1,200.
But they're at least all together. At least that's a positive thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's good that they're being taken care of, but they're being groomed. Okay, I'm going to use the term groomed to for their, what they're doing. You know what they're doing. They're being taught that we don't care, we don't love them.
I know that they were putting stuff in my head too. Yeah.
It's not that.
I mean,
it's not that, Charmin. It's the drama that was created on YouTube. That's what I'm meaning. That's all I'm meaning. The drama that was created. It could have been avoided and she could have been found by now. That's what I'm meaning. We know for a fact there's creators out there. There's one that's in my mind all the time. They specifically started on purpose. Day one, the very first video on their channel was a fucking fraud. So yeah.
That definitely does happen. But do you think it's at all possible that the kids maybe said, or maybe they were like you're saying, groomed to say that they want to be with the foster family right now? I know.
Well, they do want to be with the foster family because the way they probably live in town. They probably got all kinds of friends. They probably got girlfriends. They have
food.
I understand.
They're clean.
That. I get it.
They're laughing.
I was in the same position when I was younger. I wanted to be with my dad, and when I first moved in with my step family, man, everything was great, But that all started changing real fast. Especially for my real sisters, it changed real fast.
Yeah. You get along with your
became-
biological sisters pretty well, though, right?
Well, yeah. My youngest sister was hurt more than anybody. She was hurt worse than I was. It became like a war between them and us for my dad's affection, my dad's money, and all that. And my dad would kind of go along with what my stepmother wanted,
Yes.
and what he would.
Yeah.
He would show that he loved her kids more than us, and kind of push us to the side, to show her that, he supported her children more than us,
Yeah, they're still at 110.
kind of thing. To because he wanted her, to know that he loved her. I don't blame him for loving her or whatever. I get that. But we were kind of pushed to the side, and my little sister was hurt more deeply than anybody. She didn't get the attention, the affection. She didn't get help in school for any of her schoolwork or any of that. She dropped out. She got married at 13 years old to her husband that she's still with today to get out of the situation. And I dropped out of school at 14 and started my first job, $2 an hour.
Okay, 13, if that's true, married at 13. Is that normal?
To support myself. Just to support myself.
Yeah.
And my stepsisters and them done everything they could think of to terrorize and do everything they could to get me away from my dad. And they're still doing the same thing that they done then, today, except for now they have a platform to do it online.
Blaming victims. I've dealt with men like you before. I've dealt with men like you before.
It's been going on. It's the same thing that's been happening for years and years. For over 40 years now. 45 years this has been going on. The same old thing.
Jeez. They've been saying this stuff for that long?
Yep.
Okay.
Then obviously they're saying it for a reason, right? They're saying it their entire lives. And you're victim blaming? You should move to Arizona. They deal with men like you over there.
This, that, and everything else.
So the other people,
my youngest, yeah.
Are they friends of theirs then, that you think they maybe are like paying people or promising people like YouTube platforms or something if they make up shit or something like that?
I have no idea.
I'm just wondering how many more people you think they'll have come forward.
I don't know.
Good question.
I don't know, but I don't know, I don't care for all that stuff, whatever. I mean, I don't, but.
Of course you don't care for it, right?
If I have to, I'll try to personally press charges on Mary's husband.
Here's a question for you. Are you scared of God? Are you scared of God? Because you know what? You should be. Because he's waiting for you.
If I have to go there and they keep pushing me, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Well, it's
For a
not
rape
just
charge.
Mary talking though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Wait. Oh yeah. Oh, you'll get Mary on a charge. Yeah, I guess for like defamation or something.
No, for conspiracy, and I forget how you say it, but she was part of my sister getting raped. She set it up. She helped set all that up.
What?
She was part of it. She let it happen.
To Jeannie? You mean? Mary did?
No, to my sister.
Oh, to your. Oh,
Mary
that's
did.
right. To your sister. Okay, so Mary.
She let
knew
it
that was gonna
happen.
She thought it was funny. She thought it was funny.
Right.
She still thinks it's funny and denies. And she says, last time I talked to her, she says, oh, but they were going together. I'm saying, you telling me your husband was going out with an 11-year-old girl, right? Okay. All right. And then she just got all quiet and whatever, and was like, whatever. It's just freaking drama and bullshit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The thing that,
I mean, she wants to talk about all.
it's tough listening to all of this. I totally get it. It's tough listening to this. This is like trigger fucking warning, okay? But we can take from this is we know TBI's heard this. Just keep that in the back of your mind and know that authorities have heard this.
Well, why don't she talk about that? Why don't she talk about the rape of my sister? Or other things. Why don't she talk about that? Why don't she talk about JR molesting my daughter? Why don't she want to talk about that?
JR.
My dad kicked him out of the house because of that, and he was never allowed to come back because of that.
Yeah, you were telling me
He
that.
didn't call the cops. Yeah, he didn't call the cops. He didn't none of that shit, or go to YouTube or whatever. But he told him he could not come back to the house.
And
When my
did you
daughter
say your dad was
told my
they tried
dad.
stuff with your dad too?
I don't know who JR is. Not sure. Maybe he's meeting his younger son that is actually registered. I'm not sure.
I think my dad told me that Jeannie tried to sleep with my dad, and thank God he never did. She would have ruined him. She would have completely ruined him.
Yeah. So Mary
That
also
would've
told
taken place.
Chris McDonough and Josh, the lab, right? Josh at the lab, that your dad told TBI that you told your dad that Candace did something this summer. That your dad told TBI that.
That's a straight lie.
That's what Mary said.
Lie. Everything that comes out of her mouth is a straight lie.
So you never told your dad that, right?
Hell no. Hell no. We had a beautiful, loving family until them sorry bastards. Well, before summer come up, everything was fine until summer come up this one, and then they started their shit.
And they said they didn't know Summer was even born. Did they know Summer existed?
That was a liar. Yes, they did, because I called my dad one time, and I heard them in the background, and I was talking to one of them, I think Trish, and they said, "So you named your daughter Summer?" And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "Well, we named one of our daughter Winter." So they got a daughter named Winter.
Right. I remember that.
Trish.
It's actually a pretty name, Winter.
Daughters, I can't remember all her kids' names or whatever. She's got like 3.
It smells good, honey. Tabby's cooking dinner.
3 or 4 kids.
I'll be done in about 5 minutes.
All girls. I can't remember their names, but one of them named their daughter Winter.
Winter. That's a nice name. I like that.
I mean, I don't know. It's like tit for tat. Whatever we do, it's like they're trying to Believe me, man.
Right.
They've been coming after us for years. Same old crap. All because they don't want me around my dad. They think I'm gonna get my dad's house and all this and that shit.
Mm.
God damn.
So they're worried about the wrong
they
things
don't.
right now.
Well, what they don't understand is nobody's getting the house. I know who's getting it. I know who has control over it, and they're not getting it. I'm not getting it unless I can pay cash for it.
Chicken.
I could sell this place or something, maybe. I don't.
Chicken. He's done drumsticks. I can smell drumsticks and salad, I think.
Know if I want to be in the same state with all them witches.
Yep.
No. Just try and keep it focused on summer because nobody's got you in trouble for that. That's all I can. But I'm gonna hop off of here. But listen, I didn't mean to piss you off. I just wanted to show because if you ask me, it gives hope that summer could be alive out there. But I think you should check it out, though.
Well, I'll look at it, but that is a hope that I have. If CPS did have something to do with her disappearance, then maybe she was adopted out to a good family somewhere in the world or something.
It's possible. Yeah, that is possible.
It's possible.
And TBI said that this case is outside of the norm.
Yes, it is. Very much. But I will say this much. As much as CPS has been up our ass since we've kind of been going after them and exposing some of their stuff, it's kind of been quiet. Yeah, and you know the judge was arrested, right?
Yeah, he was arrested, yep. And they have been quiet now.
Well, it kind of helped me. I'm expecting them to go on the attack, but we're just going to go attack right back all we can. But
okay, well, keep me posted on that.
There's a lot going on. Yep, for sure. All righty. Well, it's good talking to you, sir. I'm glad I talked to you. Okay?
Well, sorry I pissed you off, but it was alarming to see all those kids' faces and where they live and all that.
Right. But I'm sure. Look, I'm sure.
I'll send you the link because you are decent. I showed you that one post from Tim, and you saw how I took it, and you understood that. So maybe you'll see it for yourself, and maybe you'll understand where I felt weird about it.
Okay, but I understand you feel weird about it. But I don't think the people in the church or adoptive parents or anything, like I said, they don't realize what's happening on the other side of CPS. When they're taking people's kids. Nobody understands this. Nobody exposes them. And I'm going to make this my number one priority.
Well, I'll help you with that.
Trying to find some.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
I'll help you with that
you.
then.
All right, appreciate it. Okay, I'll let you go. Thank you.
All right. Bye, Dawn.
I'll see you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, bye.
Wow, that was wild. Okay, so that's step one. We are going to cover a lot of this again, and yeah, it's time. They need to find her. Everybody, please pray every night. Please pray all the time that this new sheriff is going to step up and get things done quickly. Progress is made. All right, everyone. So I love you all. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to go and get some fat. Ciao. Yep. Yes, Donna. Put purple hearts in the chat. Oh, Melanie Buzzard trial is starting. Excellent. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for that. Thank you, Donna. Well, we'll see, Sherman. That's a lot to put on my shoulders, but yeah, I'm going to try. If nothing is done, yeah. I said it. I made a promise 5 years ago. And when I do go there, nobody will know. It's not going to be all over YouTube. It's going to be quiet. We're going to get some shit done, and that's it. It'll be on YouTube after I'm done. So, yeah. All right. I love you all. Thank you all for being here. And, yeah, so say some prayers for her tonight and start spreading her name around. All right, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Ciao. Bye. Love you too. Bye.